All right. I'm Dave.
I'm Damien.
I'm Phil.
This is Fan Facts. We've scoured the internet high and low, looking at all the questions that fans are asking since the game yesterday. Steelers, 49ers, and we're gonna delve deep to them today. Guys, a lot of negative yesterday. It's easy to get caught on that train, but let's start off a little high. Let's talk about our boy TJ Watt. Tied James Harrison's franchise record for sacks yesterday. The one bright spot, not only on the defense, but the game as a whole, as Steeler fans. What do you guys? Is he better than James Harrison?
Yeah, I'll start us off. TJ Watt is better than James Harrison. Not only has he tied his sack record, but he never left the Pittsburgh Steelers in the middle of a playoff run to go play for the New England Patriots. It's Bill Belichick, who's been caught cheating twice against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the time works had robbed us of 2 Super Bowl rings. So yeah, I will say that TJ Watt's a little better than James Harrison, maybe burn in hell.
He's gonna be rolling in his hyperbolic chamber tonight.
Oh man, I mean, again, TJ, he was the only one who showed up to play football yesterday. There were 52 guys who didn't on the Steelers, and there was one man who did. It was TJ. He was making plays. Don't know how I feel about the non-strip sack. Looked like it was to me.
I mean, I've never seen that before. Somebody pinning the ball behind them. I thought
James Bryant did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Actually, you're right. But I honestly, I thought I was going to get a birthday miracle yesterday. I thought Mike Tomlin was going to win a challenge. Turns out, wasn't the case. Same old.
It is weird to watch Mike Tomlin, but that just shows that Mike Tomlin's at least in mid-season form.
There we go.
Losing his first coach challenge.
So we had the high. TJ Watt, we had the high. Let's get down to what all Steeler fans talk about. It's our offensive coordinator, Matt Canada. What is he still doing there? Does he stay there? What is the play calling? Why are we never surprised by the play calling? Why is it so dull? What's he doing?
Second play jet sweep.
I'm surprised it wasn't first.
Right. Did you see the layout of Kenny's passes yesterday?
I didn't.
Oh, it's exactly the same as what we've seen.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, all season last year. Exactly the same play calls. I mean, you can only fit the square peg into the round hole so many times before you realize it's not working. But with that said, Canada's just one piece of the problem from yesterday. I mean, it was a total team failure. We got out-coached, we got outclassed. Kyle Shanahan brings something new, and again, square peg, round hole, and it's just not working. And does it start with Canada? Possibly. He's definitely a problem, but he wasn't the main problem yesterday. I mean, he can only call so many plays when Kenny Pickett isn't executing, and the receivers are missing their assignments.
Yeah.
That you bring up a great point, and I do hate to agree with you ever, but I can't say that it's entirely his fault, but at the same time, eventually it has to be his fault. I mean, we went out, we got him all new, all new talent, all the talent that he wanted. We brought in for him, including every Steelers brother in the history. We brought everyone in to make this team what he wanted.
It's their team. It's the team they built.
And exactly, to execute his offense, which is relying upon yards after the catch. And I don't know what the NFL stats are, but if you're always throwing the ball 3 yards behind the line, what could yards after catch really be? Like 5 maybe? So you're calling 2 yards.
Where were our throws over the middle?
Where are they?
Yeah. Exactly.
Where's Pickens to that point?
Crying on the sideline.
Yeah. So it's like, but that's Matt Canada.
Yep.
The one thing I'll say, and maybe I'll say, but I'll say it now. Like the one thing I'll say that isn't his fault, and maybe this will come up later, and I'll save it, is the O-line. Maybe we'll talk about that later, and if we don't, then I'll come back to it. But yeah, I placed it squarely at his feet. 7 points in the NFL and no first downs for the first 28 minutes.
7 points off of 2
That's
penalties
scheming.
that they had that got us yardage too, by the way.
No, absolutely.
That's scheming.
We barely sniffed the red zone. Barely.
Yeah, and what's the point anyway, whenever we can only get 3 in there?
Exactly.
And that's how the Steeler fans think. We're just commenting on it.
Also, Kenny Pickett, please stop looking at your receivers downfield. Start surveying the field and then make your decision.
Yeah,
shots fired.
His
shots fired.
Is shoddy.
It was very bad.
Offensive line, you brushed up on it.
Yeah.
What did you think of the play yesterday?
There was
a lot of mixed things going in. Everybody was saying live and die by this offensive line in this game.
Well, and they're right, but they're wrong, and here's why. You do live and die by this offensive line, but not because of this game. As Mike Munchak said, one of our greatest offensive line coaches said, it takes any offensive line 4 games to gel. And what we don't realize is, we brought in all these new offensive line pieces, we drafted rookies, these guys have experience, that guy. It's still a new O-line. It's still a brand new line. And it's going to take them 4 games to gel, and once that happens, this is why it may not all be Canada's fault. Once that happens, that's going to open up the playbook for Pickett. He won't be under so much pressure. His receivers will have the ability to stretch the field. The run game will come into play. We can open up the pass or open up the run to use the pass. So that's going to be derivative of the O-line, and that, as Mike Munchak said, will take about 4
It
days.
definitely didn't do them any favors that they had to play one of, if not the best defense in the NFL yesterday. That's the other thing.
No, absolutely. Nobody was saying Bosa was going to play more than 50% of the snaps. I think he was in 98% of the snaps.
I think he was in a lot.
He was all over. Yeah, he was. He was a factor.
For that money, he better be playing quarterback too for that.
Quarterback, running back, do it all.
No, but you bring up a good point with it. Taking 4 games to gel. We were all very high on the Steelers through the preseason. That offensive line, like 1 to 2 series a game, isn't getting a chance to gel.
Yep.
So we're seeing. I'm optimistic too.
I am too. Yeah.
I want to be.
Dionte Johnson. Dionte Johnson comes into this game. No touchdowns last season for a number 1 wide receiver. I think he had like 800 and something yards. Mm-hmm. But still, that stat that we all know as Steeler fans, no touchdowns. I saw him coming into this season with a chip on his shoulder, something to prove. He had a couple of catches yesterday. He fell down at one point. Injury. What do you think? Is the injury to Dionte Johnson, do you think that's going to elevate the rest of our receiving corps? Do you think that, what do you think it's going to show? Do you think it's going to show holes in the receiving corps?
So, how bad is the injury to Dionte Johnson? Or my answer to your question is this: that's the best thing that's going to happen with this receiving corps. It's going to, if nothing else, it may actually help get George Pickens involved in the passing game. Which could be huge. I think it's going to open up the playbook of Matt Canada to maybe incorporate. I don't know.
There's a second page.
Yeah, there is. Well, if they pay, there's a second page. He gives us,
it's not like NFL Blitz. We only have 3.
No,
Okay,
he's
cool.
going to give us another page without Dionte Johnson. So I think it's actually going to be really good. I think it's a bummer to lose him.
Now, does that other page have more than 1 play? That's the other question.
It's
a jet sweep, but it's just with a twist.
It's a jet sweep, but to the other side.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, they used Calvin Austin yesterday. I've never seen a jet sweep with Calvin Austin.
That's the other positive of yesterday was Calvin Austin. He looked very strong in the special teams.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
That was the other thing that I took away is not awful.
Yeah.
He was.
But what do you think? What do you think about the Johnson? Is it good or bad for the team? People are saying it's good.
It's good. I mean, if you want to go up, it's going to have to be good. I don't know. I mean, like you said, Mike Munchak said, it's week 1. We aren't going to know what this team is until week 4. With that said, it's going to have to be good. It's going to have to be. They're going to have to execute. They're going to have to, step it up.
Yep. Well, I think it also takes away from like Pickens has been emerging. Not even just Steeler fans. All fans know George Pickens.
Yep.
Thinking that he's the number 1 wide receiver. Deontay still got the job, but there's got to be a little struggle there, right? Where but now it's just clear the way, Deontay.
Ooh,
clear the way.
That's interesting.
That's
get
out of the way. Let's.
The internet saying that?
I heard.
Spicy take.
I heard.
I like it. Yeah, I like it. All right, and we got time for one more, Director Jordan.
Time for one more.
All right, Director Jordan. Yeah, we got time for one more.
All right. Steelers. We're 0-1 going into week 2. We have a lot of talent on this team. We're bouncing back, right? We're bouncing back. We got the Browns this week.
I'm gonna be honest. I know it's week 1, but I've seen this team get blown out in week 1. The difference is from those blowouts, I felt like they were fighting. They're going to get it together. I saw none of that yesterday. I am very concerned. I mean, maybe they'll turn it around, but I don't know, man. That was a total team failure from coaching, Pickett, defense outside of T.J. Watt, and maybe some special team stuff. It was not good.
Okay, negative Nancy over here. Anyway.
You're damn right we're going to turn it around.
Yeah, that's what we
This
like.
is the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this won't be the first time the Pittsburgh has shocked the world while the rest of us are just dripping on turk. This won't be the first time the Pittsburgh can shock the world while the rest of us are just sipping our Turner's tea.
Love it. Love
I'm
it.
not done. Will we turn it around? Yeah, we'll turn it around. Is the world ready for it? Absolutely not. Go Steelers.
Let's go Steelers.
Giddy up.
You've been watching Fan Facts presented by Steelers Nation West. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week after our matchup with the Cleveland Browns.